Imagine going on a dream vacation to a beautiful island with blue oceans, peaceful beaches, and fresh air all around. Everything feels perfect. But what if this paradise suddenly turns into a nightmare? What if nature decides to destroy everything in just a few hours? Today, I'm going to tell you the story of La Palma, an island where thousands of lives were changed forever. So sit back, relax, and watch till the end. The story begins on the peaceful island of La Palma, where many tourists are enjoying a boat ride in the middle of the ocean. Everyone is laughing, taking pictures, and having fun. Among them are two young girls. One of the girls suddenly jumps into the water to swim. At first, everything seems normal, but within seconds, the water around her starts heating up. Suddenly, it begins to boil. She screams for help, but before anyone can save her, she dies in the burning water. The captain tries to move the boat away, but her friend begs him to stop. The heat keeps rising, and soon the boat starts breaking apart. Within moments, all the tourists lose their lives, and this tragic incident becomes the beginning of a deadly chain of events. We then learn about the dark history of La Palma. In 1949, a powerful volcano erupted here and changed the island forever. Since then, earthquakes have never stopped. Scientists believe that one day, a large part of the island could collapse into the ocean and create a massive tsunami. Next, we meet a family. Frederick, his wife Jennifer, and their children Sarah and Toby have come to La Palma for their Christmas vacation. Frederick has been visiting this island for many years, so the resort upgrades their room to a luxury apartment. The family feels lucky and excited and starts enjoying their holiday. At the same time, inside a geological research center, scientists are closely monitoring the volcano. Alvaro, Anna, and Hakan are watching earthquake levels and underground pressure. Mary, another researcher, notices that several monitoring devices in the mountains have suddenly stopped working. She becomes worried and decides to check them with Hakan. While climbing the mountains, Mary explains that she is researching underground water and how it affects volcanic activity. Deep inside the mountains, they notice water flowing from unusual places. Mary collects a sample and says this has never happened before. They also find dead animals and feel difficulty breathing. After testing, they discover dangerous gases in the air. Finally, they find their broken transmitter. Above them, a huge crack has formed in the mountain. They realize something terrible is about to happen. Mary reports everything to Alvaro and urges him to warn the people. But Alvaro refuses. He says small cracks are normal and tells her to keep monitoring. Later, Hakan privately tells Mary that if the oceanside crack breaks, half the mountain could slide into the sea and cause a giant tsunami. Mary demands immediate evacuation, but Alvaro is afraid. In the past, he gave a false warning that destroyed tourism and nearly cost him his job. He doesn't want to repeat that mistake. Meanwhile, Frederick's family is enjoying their time on the beach. Suddenly, Toby goes missing. Everyone panics. After searching, they find him standing on a rock watching turtles swim away from the shore. It feels like nature itself is giving a warning. Mary studies the water sample and finds that there are no minerals in it. This means the water is not coming from underground. Something inside the volcano is changing. She returns to the mountain with Hakan. They find a new crack growing rapidly. Mary starts measuring it. Suddenly, alarms go off at the lab. A strong earthquake is coming. Alvaro calls Mary and tells her to leave immediately. At the same time, poisonous gas begins to spread. They run for their lives. Mary warns nearby tourists, but most don't understand the danger. People collapse. Mary falls and loses consciousness. She later wakes up in a hospital. Alvaro tells her gas leaks are normal, but Mary knows he is lying to himself. She begs him to issue an emergency alert. They argue and meet the mayor. The mayor supports Alvaro, and once again, no evacuation is approved. Mary tells her younger brother Eric to leave the island. Back at work, she sees underground pressure rising rapidly. Small earthquakes shake the island. She warns Alvaro again. This time, he finally activates emergency plans, but precious time has already been lost. A passenger plane prepares for takeoff. Suddenly, black smoke and ash fill the sky. The plane flies straight into it and crashes. Everyone on board dies. Panic spreads everywhere. Still, officials hesitate. Alvaro realizes that ferries are the only option left. He tells Mary and Anna to leave immediately. Mary goes home and finds that her brother has been arrested. When she tries to protect him, she attacks a police officer. Because of this, she gets arrested instead. Later, the volcano becomes quiet. Tourists believe the danger is over. Life seems normal again. But in Norway, Jennifer's brother, who works in the government, discovers that a mega tsunami is approaching. All flights are canceled except one. He immediately calls Jennifer and tells her to escape. Frederick rushes his family to the airport. No taxis stop. Out of desperation, he steals a car. At the port, the owner confronts him. After paying him, Frederick runs, but he misses the ferry. No boats are left. He loses hope. Then suddenly, a friend arrives with a boat. As Frederick boards, the volcano erupts violently. The entire island turns into chaos. A woman with a child begs for space. Frederick gives up his seat and stays behind. Meanwhile, Mary's brother escapes from jail and rescues her. They run toward the harbor. They meet Frederick. Eric says he has a boat, but a criminal suddenly threatens them with a gun. Eric is shot. Frederick fights and kills the attacker. They escape in the boat. At the same time, Jennifer's brother leaks information about a secret safe zone called Tough Point. The news spreads everywhere. Frederick receives the message and heads there with Mary. At the airport, Jennifer and Toby board the plane. Sarah stays behind with her friend Charlie. Charlie has no wristband, so Sarah gives her father's wristband to Charlie. Alvaro and Hakan walk close to the volcano, ready to face death. The volcano explodes, and they are killed instantly. Mary and Frederick reach a beach. Mary realizes that a tsunami is coming. Time is almost over. Jennifer leaves the plane to find Sarah. The plane cannot escape. A giant wave crashes into it, and everyone inside drowns. An airport worker guides Jennifer toward the safe zone. They rush through dangerous roads. Frederick and Mary arrive by boat. Two massive waves collide and finally settle. At Tough Point, survivors gather. Frederick reunites with Jennifer and Toby and breaks down in relief. Inside the wrecked plane, Sarah and Charlie survive. They escape and see the destroyed island. Rescue teams arrive. Families reunite. Hope returns. This story shows us one powerful truth. No matter how advanced humans become, nature will always be stronger. One mistake, one delay, and thousands of lives can change forever. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below and tell me what you think. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe.